A paver patio can completely change how you use your backyard. It can create a place for outdoor dining, entertaining, relaxing, or simply connecting different areas of your landscape. But choosing a paver color or pattern is only one part of planning a patio. What happens beneath the finished surface, how water moves around the patio, and how the site is prepared can all affect how the finished project performs. In this video, we'll walk through some of the most important things to understand when planning a paver patio, from design and material selection to base preparation, drainage, installation, and Colorado's changing conditions. Before choosing materials, start with how you want to use the space. A small seating area has different needs than a large patio designed for dining and entertaining. Think about furniture placement, how people will move through the space, and how the patio will connect with doors, walkways, lawns, gardens, and other parts of the landscape. The property itself also influences the design. Existing grades, drainage patterns, landscaping, and available space may all affect the size, shape, and location of the patio. A good design works with the property rather than treating the patio as an isolated feature. Once you have a general design in mind, you can begin comparing materials. Concrete pavers offer a wide variety of shapes, colors, and styles. Brick provides a more traditional appearance, while flagstone and other natural stone can create a less uniform, more organic look. Porcelain can provide a clean, contemporary surface, while travertine offers the natural variations associated with stone. There are also specialty options. Permeable paver systems are designed to allow water to move through openings in the paved surface into a prepared base below. And rubber pavers provide a softer surface for certain applications. There isn't one material that's right for every patio. Appearance, intended use, maintenance, site conditions, and the surrounding landscape should all be considered. One of the easiest things to overlook when looking at a finished patio is everything you can't see. The pavers are only the visible surface of a larger system. Below them is a prepared base, and beneath that is the existing ground, or subgrade, that was evaluated and excavated to make room for the patio system. These underlying components provide the support for the finished surface. That's why two patios using similar-looking pavers can perform very differently. Material selection matters, but so does everything that happens before the first paver is installed. Site preparation begins with understanding the property. Existing ground conditions, drainage patterns, moisture, surrounding landscaping, and the planned patio location can all influence how the area should be prepared. Once the layout has been established, the patio footprint can be marked and the area excavated to create room for the installation. The amount and type of preparation can vary from one project to another. A patio shouldn't simply be placed over whatever happens to be underneath it. Proper preparation creates the starting point for the layers that will support the finished patio. After excavation and preparation, the base becomes one of the most important parts of the installation. Base material is placed and compacted to create a stable foundation for the paver surface above it. Compaction matters because loose material can settle. The goal is to create a dense, stable layer that can support the patio and help it maintain a consistent surface. The appropriate base construction can vary with the paver system, site conditions, and intended use. So there isn't one universal specification for every property. What matters is that the base is appropriate for the specific project and is properly prepared before the pavers are installed. Water management should be considered before the patio is built, not after a drainage problem appears. Rain, irrigation, and melting snow all introduce water around outdoor hardscapes. The patio and surrounding landscape should be graded so that water can move away from areas where pooling could become a problem. This is especially important near the home, where the goal is to avoid directing surface water toward the foundation. A new patio also shouldn't become an obstacle to existing drainage patterns. It needs to work with the surrounding landscape. And while proper grading can help manage water, pavers themselves don't correct an existing drainage problem. Drainage needs to be considered as part of the overall design. For some projects, permeable pavers may be another option to consider. Unlike a conventional paved surface where most water moves across the top, a permeable system is designed with openings that allow water to pass through the surface. Below the pavers is a specially prepared system that receives and manages that water. This doesn't mean permeable pavers eliminate the need to think about drainage. The underlying system, surrounding property, and where the water ultimately goes still matter. But when managing surface runoff is one of the goals of a hardscape project, a properly designed permeable system may be worth discussing. Once the site, base, and grading have been prepared, the visible part of the patio begins to take shape. Pavers are installed according to the planned layout and pattern. Depending on the design, individual pieces may need to be cut around curves, edges, steps, landscape features, or other transitions. Edge restraints are also an important part of many paver systems. They help define the perimeter and keep the outside pavers from gradually shifting away from the installation. This stage requires careful attention to layout because small inconsistencies can become much more noticeable as the pattern expands across the patio. Installing the pavers isn't necessarily the final step. Depending on the paver system, joint material may be placed into the spaces between individual pavers. The surface may also be compacted as part of the finishing process. Edges and transitions deserve attention as well. A patio rarely exists completely on its own. It may meet a lawn, garden bed, walkway, steps, or another hardscape surface. Handling those transitions carefully helps the finished patio feel like a planned part of the landscape rather than something that was simply added to the yard. Many of the same paver materials can be used for patios, walkways, and driveways, but that doesn't mean they should all be installed exactly the same way. A patio or garden path primarily supports people, furniture, and normal outdoor activities. A driveway has to support repeated vehicle traffic and much heavier loads. That difference can affect base preparation, compaction, edge restraint, and other parts of the installation. So when comparing paver projects, it's important to consider not only what the finished surface will look like, but what that surface will actually be expected to support. Denver's changing seasons add another consideration to outdoor hardscape projects. A patio may experience hot summer weather, winter freezes, snow, melting snow, and repeated changes in temperature. Moisture in and around the ground can also be affected by freezing and thawing conditions. At the same time, soil and moisture conditions aren't identical from one property to another. That's why the focus shouldn't be on finding one installation formula for every Denver patio. The site itself needs to be considered. Proper preparation, a stable base, and appropriate water management all help the patio system work with the conditions present at the property. After installation, long-term performance depends on more than the paver material itself. The quality of the original site preparation and base construction continues to matter because those components remain underneath the patio for its entire life. Environmental conditions also play a role, including soil, moisture, drainage, and seasonal changes. And like other outdoor surfaces, paver patios may require ongoing care. The exact maintenance needs depend on the material and paver system, but keeping the surface clean and addressing joint, edge, or individual paver issues when they appear can help maintain the patio over time. One advantage of individual pavers is that certain repairs may be made to a specific area without necessarily replacing the entire paved surface. If you're planning a paver project, some of the most useful questions to ask a contractor have nothing to do with color or pattern. Ask how grading and drainage will be handled for your specific yard. Ask what type of base preparation is appropriate for the paver material and intended use. If you're considering a driveway, ask how the installation changes to accommodate vehicle traffic, and ask how edges, joints, and final surface preparation will be handled. The answers can help you understand what's included in the installation and how much attention is being given to the parts of the patio that will eventually be hidden from view. A beautiful paver patio begins with design, the size and shape of the space. How you plan to use it and the material you choose all help determine what the finished patio will look like. But the visible surface is only part of the project. Site preparation, base construction, compaction, grading, drainage, installation, and finishing all contribute to how that patio performs over time. And because every property is a little different, those decisions should be based on the actual site rather than a one-size-fits-all approach. Understanding what happens beneath and around the pavers can help you plan a patio that's not only attractive, but thoughtfully integrated into your home and landscape. Denver Sprinkler and Landscape provides paver patio and hardscape installation throughout the Denver area. To learn more about planning a paver patio, visit denversprinklerservices.com.